Also tonight, a jail inmate withering away behind bars.
On the floor of his cell, naked in a pool of his own urine and feces, sometimes for hours, rocking back and forth, holding his feet.
And now, new questions about his death and what happened in his cell.
Was he taken to an actual hospital?
Based on my review, no.
It's an exclusive Local 10 investigation. And more than 4,000 pages of new documents raising new questions about the death of a mentally ill Miami-Dade inmate.
A previous Local 10 investigation revealed Randy Heath weighed close to 200 pounds when he was arrested. He died weighing almost half that. And
medical records provided by Heath's family and their lawyer take us inside his jail cell. And a warning tonight. Tonight's story is graphic at times, and our Laren Livingston reports.
This person here is not the same person that went into the jail facility.
And I know something wasn't right.
Angela Heath's only son stood nearly 6 feet tall, weighed close to 200 pounds. When he died, though, she says he looked more like...
He's like a skeleton.
39-year-old Randy Heath was found unresponsive in his cell and was later pronounced dead at TGK last July. He'd been there since the previous November, arrested for tampering with an ankle monitor.
Situations like this very rarely are one-offs. More often than not, they are evidence of a deeper systemic problem. And that problem is how people with mental health and psychiatric issues are treated in the correctional system.
Attorney Christopher Caproni now represents Randy's family. He reviewed more than 4,300 pages of medical records from Randy's time at TGK, and so did I. Notes from Jackson Health System nurses, psychiatrists, social workers making their daily rounds.
He goes in where he's able to communicate. Towards the end, you see a really harrowing picture of a shell of a person.
Randy was bipolar, schizophrenic, and was regularly prescribed medication for his mental illnesses. His toxicology report revealed no psych meds were detected in his body when he died. The medical examiner determined Randy died from food asphyxia. A large piece of orange was found blocking his airway. Pica, a disorder which causes people to eat things other than food, was the contributing cause. Bits of plastic and bandages were found in his stomach. Our review of his medical records revealed no mention of pica. An entry from March 2021 notes he's eating, but looks like he's lost a lot of weight. It's noted multiple times that his BMI is decreasing. Despite jail medical staff encouraging him time and again to take his meds, Randy refuses.
What we see is just sort of an acceptance that Randy is not going to be taking his medication and hasn't been taking it for some time.
His meds are ultimately discontinued. He spends a majority of his time under what's called Level of Care 1.
And that provides the most protection for inmates who may be harmful to themselves or to others.
Weeks and months go by. Randy refuses to participate in evaluations. His hygiene is poor. At times, he's found naked and mute in his cell.
And I think that if a person is unable to get up off the floor and they're lying for hours at a time in their own urine or feces, that is a red flag that says, hey, we might need to take an extra step here.
Jail medical staff did take extra steps in June. Randy's low weight and history of microlithiasis, or calcium building up in his testicles, prompted his admittance to the infirmary for intramuscular meds. A CT scan is ordered noting the possibility of cancer, and he's monitored in the weeks following. The next month, Randy is found unresponsive in his cell. In his autopsy, though, the medical examiner made no mention of finding any abnormal growths.
At any point here, in any of these, in this 4,000 pages of records, was he taken to an actual hospital?
Based on my review, no.
We asked Jackson Health System, the jail's healthcare provider, for a response. They deferred to a corrections department spokesperson who says the department is firmly committed to providing a safe, secure, and humane detention of all individuals in our custody. The spokesperson extends condolences to Randy's family and says the review of the circumstances surrounding this incident remains ongoing. No further comment will be made at this time. Laren Livingston, Local 10 News.
Miami-Dade Corrections says it has now received the report from Miami-Dade police who have been handling Heath's death investigation. We're told that report is under review. We've requested a copy and we'll let you know its findings as soon as it's made available.